So The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has finally dropped, and for me it holds a very special place in my heart. I actually got to go to Poland to actually play the game with the developers. Once I walked out of my hands-on session, I immediately tried to track down a collector's edition. And that's when you know a game is going to be special.
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla.
The story sees you play as Geralt of Rivia, who's the protagonist in the previous two games as well. You're tracking down a woman by the name of Ciri, who also happens to be your adopted daughter. At the same time, you're trying to balance a romance with a beautiful girl named Yennefer, and try to keep your head on your shoulders as you deal with plenty of monsters and political instability in the land.
He's come to realize what he's done.
Along the way, you're going to meet some incredibly interesting characters, as well as some crazy, freaky little monster things. What the hell is that thing, by the way? I'm going to be seeing that little thing in my nightmares for the next 2 years. All in all, the story really is good. It's like an episode of Game of Thrones coming to life in front of you. It truly is some exceptional storytelling. When it comes to The Witcher 3's visuals, a lot of people have complained that the game doesn't look as good as the E3 trailer. But it doesn't really have to look as good as the E3 trailer because it still looks freaking amazing. Sure, there's been a little bit of a downgrade, and facts have come out that there was a downgrade, but overall, an open world sprawling with detail like one in The Witcher 3 is not easy to achieve, no matter how powerful the hardware. What they have managed to achieve is absolutely phenomenal. The world truly feels alive. Every branch and tree moves in the wind, and every blade of grass is dynamic. It's nothing short of a visual masterpiece. Combat system was a bit of a problem in Witcher 2, so CD Projekt Red made sure they got it right in Witcher 3. Combat definitely flows a lot better, and it's very easy to switch between your different magical abilities during a fight. One of my personal favorite additions is the mounted combat that just looks brutally amazing in slow motion. You'll have 12 slots to put your different upgrades in, as well as 4 slots for different mutagens that help to enhance those upgraded abilities. One of my other favorite new features is the new dismemberment system, so during combat you land the chance of chopping a head or a limb off, and it just looks great. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is by no means a short experience. It took our local Wookiee Garth almost 50 hours to complete his story run through. The world is absolutely riddled with side quests, so you can definitely get a lot of hours out of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Also, one of the biggest reasons to keep playing is that you get to hook up with Yennefer. If that's not reason enough to play, then I don't know what is. There are 36 endings to the game, so even if you finish it, there's a lot of incentive to go back and see what one of the other endings may be. I said there was something special about The Witcher 3, and I was absolutely on the money. The game is phenomenal. Game of the Year contender is an understatement. It gets a super sizzling hot 9.8 and is worthy of the new Yennefer award. Pick it up, guys. An absolute no-brainer.
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.